Trojan family, what's up, man? USCJ, and we here, man. We back here, man. And I kind of wanted to address a story, man. I wanted to address a little bit of a story that broke about 6 hours ago, man. And man, this is about this conference realignment stuff, man. And apparently the SEC is deciding not to go with the conference realignment. They feel like they're good where they're at. They feel like the teams that they have are good enough to compete. The teams that they have are probably, they feel like it's the best league right now, but I beg to differ because I feel like, of course, with the Big Ten adding USC and UCLA, I feel like that we have a better conference. Top to bottom, I think when you look at Wisconsin, when you look at Penn State, when you look at Ohio State, when you look at USC, when you look at UCLA, when you look at Iowa, all these schools, I feel like from top to bottom, USC and the conference that they're in, the Big Ten that they're moving on to, I feel like that's the best conference. And I felt like with the conference realignment stuff that's going on, if if things continue to go the direction that they're going in, I felt like it's going to really benefit USC as a program, especially as it relates to the California athletes, because I felt like the California athletes, if they stay in that program, if they want to stay in California but still play within a big conference, I felt like that USC could offer the best as it relates to that. Now, however, we got a little bit of a wrinkle in this thing because it looks like I'm just reading this article here, and it's from Saturday Down South magazine website, rather, which has a magazine and they have a podcast. But it says the article here, it's this right here. It says the SEC wants to end expansion race and stay at 16 teams. The SEC wants to suspend expansion race and keep it at 16 teams, which means that USC has 16 teams now. Well, the Big Ten has 16 teams now with USC and UCLA in there. So now it's pretty much even Steven with the Pac-12 with the SEC and the Big Ten. Now, what does that mean for the Big 12? What does that mean for the ACC? I think the fact that they're not going to be expanding anymore, I don't think it's going to be pressure on each of these conferences to try to do anything right now. I think because you look at teams like Oregon and you look at teams like Washington, neither of these teams wanted to go to either one of these conferences anyway. They wanted to go to the Big Ten or the SEC, according to one of the articles I read, specifically with Phil Knight. Phil Knight, coming from Oregon, he wants to specifically go to either the SEC or the Big Ten. Now the fact that these teams are either of these, the SEC is not wanting to expand, they have no desire to expand or don't feel the need to expand. Now it kind of takes the pressure, I believe, off of Clemson, teams like Clemson and the ACC. All those teams in the ACC, I don't think nobody's going to be trying to pick those teams off. And as a result, I think everybody's pretty much going to stay in their spot. And I can see a school like a conference like the Pac-12, instead of trying to go to the Big 12, I can see them trying to add on to their conference, which is already in place now that they have, instead of being the Pac-12, they're now the Pac-10, what it used to be. I can see them trying to add maybe a Boise State or add a Fresno State, which is two quality schools, but it doesn't take the place, and it's still in the California market, but it doesn't take the place of a school like USC and UCLA. But I think if they shop them a new deal and stay in the Pac-12, it could probably work. But their road to the playoff will still be hard. But I think it'll open up a door. It opens up an avenue. You guys hit me in the comment section to tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe. USCJ32 on Instagram. USCJ32 on Twitter. I think it can open up an avenue, open up a door for them to maintain California athletes, which is, I think, would have directly affected us and benefited us in the program if this conference realignment thing would have happened, because those schools like Oregon or those schools like Washington would have had to play in the Big 12 conference or would have had to play in the SEC, and it would have just kind of wiped out the California aspect of it, to where those guys from Oregon Washington, they could see, their parents could kind of see them when they do come to California to play at USC or UCLA. Man, you guys hit me in the comment section. You tell me what you think. So I think that's a wrinkle now that's kind of changed a little bit. And I think now that the SEC has made this clear, now you're going to, I seriously doubt that you're going to see any Pac-12 school, unless Arizona or Arizona State and Utah just says, you know what, the ground is kind of shaky, the ground is kind of rocky. I might better get out of here and shake while it's hot, because this thing is going to come up again eventually. Because I know myself, I wouldn't trust the SEC commissioner, because he already said where there's smoke, there's fire. You guys hit me in the comment section. You guys tell me what you think. So this article is from Saturday Night Down South, and it says here, the preference of the SEC presidents is not to expand beyond 16 teams. Multiple industry sources tell Down South. It says, we're positioned at 16 teams for a robust future, and the SEC athletic director told Saturday Night Down South, there's no need to expand. So with that, I think this even decreases the fact that Notre Dame could possibly go into another conference, the Big Ten conference. I think Notre Dame's gonna just sit there where they're at right now and just kind of chill out, man. You guys hit me in the comment section. You tell me what you think. Do you think it's a good move for the SEC? Well, we know that the SEC is going to do what they're going to do anyway, right? We know that they're going to do that anyway, right? But you guys hit me in the comment section. You tell me what you think, man. What would you do if you were in the Pac-12? If you were a school like Arizona, Arizona State, Utah, you had an opportunity to go over to the Big Ten, or would you stay the Big 12, or would you stay right where you at? Because it looks like the SEC is not moving. It looks like everything's pretty much going to be in a stationary spot. You guys hit me in the comment section. You tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe. USCJ32 on Instagram, USCJ32 on Twitter. And look, Notre Dame, there's no reason for them to go now, right? There's no need for Notre Dame to go anywhere right now, right? So you guys hit me in the comment section. You tell me what you think. This is very interesting. This is kind of a development here that's very interesting, and it's gonna. I think we're gonna see all talks. All talks are now probably most likely going to cease from any type of expansion conversation, unless it's just somebody like the Pac-12 that's going to add a Fresno or a Boise State. You hit me in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe. USCJ32 on Instagram, USCJ32 on Twitter. Fight on, fight on, fight on.